The Busy Body, a reflection for the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. Growing up Presbyterian and the granddaughter of a minister, I absorbed the Presbyterian work ethic at an early age, especially from my father, the preacher's kid. He moved about through his world of responsibilities with methodical grace and personal discipline, rarely showing weariness or agitation. Decently and in order is, after all, a Presbyterian mantra. I must confess that his dutiful approach to life and work did not quite mesh with my inspirational personality. My motivation ebbed and flowed. For me, the work ethic manifested as guilt over idle hours and wasted time. Even now, I approach leisure as a discipline, reminding myself that I need Sabbath time to maintain good health and healthy ministry. This Sunday's reading from 2 Thessalonians sums up the work ethic that shaped me. St. Paul speaks to the situation of disorder created when some members of community do little and talk much. First, he cites the example that he and his ministry companions set, working diligently so as not to burden the community with their upkeep. Paul was a tent maker. Then he reminds them, in fact, when we were with you, we instructed you that if anyone was unwilling to work, neither should that one eat. These days, we do not hold our resources in common and depend on the church community to feed us. Yet Paul's exhortations still ring true. Put simply, the work of the body of Christ is for the whole body, not for a handful of harried individuals. We are all called to offer our gifts and share in the work of the body. Of course, that also means that the doers among us must sometimes move over and make room for others to contribute. Commenting from the sidelines, complaining, or gossiping about how the work is or is not being done accomplishes nothing, and according to St. Paul, manifests disorder. What if our verbal energy went toward affirmation and encouragement, helping others identify and share their gifts in community? What if old hands at ministry kept watch for potential successors and invited them to learn the ropes? Then perhaps the body could be busy with the mission of Jesus, proclaiming God's reign in word and deed. Jesus is coming. Look busy. So reads a magnet on my fridge, a small remembrance of my late husband's dry sense of humor. Meant to inspire a chuckle, especially from weary church workers, this message rings with more urgency at this time of the liturgical year, when the readings take us into end-time territory. A mere verse and a half from the prophet Malachi puts the proud and evildoers in the hot seat with fiery images, while it offers hope to those who fear, that is, reverence, honor, respect the Lord. These faithful ones will witness the rise of the Son of Justice. Luke's Gospel, too, speaks of end times coming, signaled by wars, insurrections, earthquakes, famine, and plagues. Oh my, we think, that sounds like now. How are we to respond to the terror all around us? Like Malachi, Jesus offers a word of hope to those who trust in him and persevere. That is, stay busy with his mission of healing and reconciliation. Yes, count on suffering, rejection, persecution, hatred, or even death. But that will not be the end for you. Today's gospel acclamation verse sounds a direct and immediate response. Stand erect and raise your heads. And the psalm refrain gives us the reason. Singing out for all to hear. The Lord comes to rule the earth with justice.